Hey, Dr. Karen Can here. Welcome to another edition of the Spiritual Medicine Digest. I have a question for you. What would you do if there were no more so-called evil in the world? What do you think we would do as a human society? What if you happen to be an expert at entity clearing and clearing negative curses and all sorts of things, and that's your specialty, and there was nothing left to clear? No entities, no curses. Would you be worried about your career? Why am I asking these questions? Well, it's something to think about because I don't know about you. When I was asked this question a while back by Source, it kind of made me really kind of pause and think, oh, that's interesting. Well, wait a second. This is exactly what I've asked for, right? So I was, there was like a little bit of a, oh, yeah. Well, if I'm asking for peace, love, joy, and harmony for all, right? And that all entities be cleared and healed, then what's left over? Will I be out of a job? And then luckily I quickly thought, yay, let's be out of a job, right? Um, why? Well, you know what? If we don't have, if we on the one hand say we want something and desire something, peace, love, joy, harmony for all, right? And we cannot imagine life in that state, then we're counteracting our manifestation. And I knew that when I years ago when I was asked this question by Source. And then I quickly came to the conclusion, well, since we co-create our realities and we create our personal realities and perceptions, what would we be doing if we were not dealing with evil and negativity and all that kind of stuff? I looked to some highly evolved beings. What are they doing? The ones that aren't necessarily dealing with this particular part of their ascension process, clearing the dead, the old, the negative. They're creating. So just like a child, an innocent child who has a blank piece of paper, given finger paints, are creating what it is they desire. Instead of our majority of focus trying to like balance out the negative and clearing the negative and inserting the good and all this polarity stuff, good versus evil, up versus down, we would just be creating. So for me, maybe I don't spend any time in the future necessarily because all the entities are healed and all these negative things already cleared from people or well on their way out without my intervention at all. How cool would that be? And I could focus maybe 100% of my time in training people to really use their sensitivity as their superpower for intuitive and manifesting purposes. Maybe there won't be anything left to quote unquote heal. But if there's nothing left to heal, then everything else is evolving because that does not stop. So if there's nothing else to quote unquote heal, we can still create, evolve, harness our sensitivity as that superpower to do all of the above and have fun. Yeah, fun. Have fun with each other, create with each other, explore, experience things. Not necessarily worrying about the evil or worrying about the negative things that could happen, that sort of thing. So, what I suggest for you is really looking inside and going, wow, how much faith did I have that this could be a possibility? Because if we don't have that possibility in faith, then we are literally causing friction to the manifestation of what we say we want, which as a society as a whole is peace, love, joy, and harmony for all. So that is our challenge. And so I am going inside introspectively and, you know, testing out my faith and going, wow, okay, that's where I can feel there's a little bit of resistance. So let's work on that. Right now, we're still in the place of, yes, we are healing, and that's good. And so maybe some of our top healers in the world will not have to be healers in the near future, but just teachers, guides, etc. Yeah, and I welcome that. So I openly say and welcome that. So what's our TOLPAKAN healing for today? Well, in a moment, we're going to do a healing based on letting go of that attachment to polarity reality and polarity thinking. But the other one has to do with kind of an amazing thing. Now, the reason I talked about, can you imagine a world without evil, without having to fight, without, having things that you need to heal, is because I got word that an entity that I have been calling the darkness of the dark for many years now, that entity is completely healed in our reality, the reality that we're sharing together in this moment. Not only that, the pseudo light, which I used to call light masked and light, which didn't make sense to people, but did make sense to me at the time. So I call it the pseudo light, has also been healed. Now that's been healed for a while now. And how did I know this? Well, I mean, I'm human, so it's possible I'm completely wrong. And at the same time, I keep getting the same answer. So last week I was automatically proxying for various different quote unquote things and people. And it was for the highest and greatest good. One day I was the sun. One day I was the water diva or deva. And one day I was resonating or proxying for, meaning that I'm healing automatically for, the darkness of the dark. And some people we just call it the darkness or the smoke monster in Lost. And there's many depictions of this particular quote. I'm going to say quote unquote again, aren't I? Okay, I'm just going to say what it is. So the darkness is depicted in a lot of historical and entertainment. It has existed probably for a really long time. And unlike dark angels and other evil spirits, lower realm, it has its own characteristics, and it's kind of almost like a hive mind. So it's not like a ghostly being, per se. And one of the reasons why, when I first discovered this a while back, that I thought it was, wow, this is real, is because I was telling this story of my discovery to a patient of mine. And he looked at me with these eyes. He's a very intuitive, sensitive soul. He looked at me with these eyes and he says, I can't believe you're telling me this, because I woke up this morning and I saw exactly what you just told me. I saw this black smoke evil monster thing and it scared me. And I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and it went away. And I was like, so, and he's not the only one, but I thought that was incredibly synchronistic, because I think there was a part of me that didn't believe it. But now that I've dealt with the darkness of the dark and pseudo light for many years and doing healing aspects of it, it's like having the Hydra, where you cut off one arm and 10 grow back. I mean, it was well, maybe not 10 grow back, but it just seemed to be insidious and a little bit more challenging to get the whole of everything. But now we have word that both these entities are completely healed in our reality that we share in this moment. And that being said, that there will be people, maybe it's you, that will insist that they still exist. That's okay. In your world, if you choose to continue having the need to deal with them, and I'm not judging this as bad, it's a personal perception and choice, then you may flip in between the different realities to what it is you desire. So I would say let's let go of that if you wish to. If you wish to stop experiencing these entities, then let's let go of that, since we have that alert and that message from source. So see how it filters through your own consciousness and see if it resonates with you. There will be some that will resist, and will almost want it to be here because somehow they want to be right and somehow they want to show their power, that they can heal these things. And yes, they are very, very, in the past, difficult entities to heal. But there's other things that we can create if we're not healing entities. Now, the other types of entities are not completely, quote, I'm saying quote unquote again, well, that are not gone yet from our reality. And I think it's just a matter of time and consciousness. And here's the other piece of good news I wanted to share with you. We are healing. The word healing, okay, we're still healing. So we are healing at singularity speed now. So anything that you put your intent on healing, it goes straight to the singularity. And literally you can create a brand new reality from that. So if theoretically you had some sort of lumpy in your body that you did not want, you can picture yourself. You can even literally take a little pretend magic wand and just go and suck it up and take it back into the universe, transformed, into some other beautiful, positive creation at singularity speed. Singularity speed means instantaneous. Wow, that's a stretch, isn't it? But that's the message I got, that all healing is done through singularity speed. Now, I did want to check in to see if we had negative thoughts or habitual thoughts. Do we manifest those negative things instantaneously as well? And I got to know. Maybe that's a filter. I don't know for sure. However, it's interesting that healing, positive intentions and healing are instantaneous. So what does that look like and feel like? I guess we'll find out. So the TOLPAKAN Healing Activation Part 2 is around connecting you to the singularity so that healing can occur faster than the speed of light. One of the ways that I do it every day is through stillness, through observing internal movement, and I'll put that link to that free training near this video. It's something that I also describe in chapter 4 of my Sensitivity is Your Superpower book, and if you're not going to read any other chapter in the whole book, that's the one to read. Why? Because that actually is the doorway into stillness. And the middle, if you will, of the stillness is that singularity, the no thing that creates the field, which creates everything. I'm not a quantum physicist. I'm probably not describing it in a way necessarily that everybody kind of gets. It's almost a feel thing. So can't hurt to try it out, right? To start being grateful for, wow, we can heal at singularity speed. Okay, what do I desire to be healed? What do I command to be healed right now? And resonating in that stillness really helps and expands that and your doorway in to connect. Okay, so you ready for the TOLPAKAN Healing Activation? If you are and you wish to receive, you can close your eyes. I'd like your feedback afterwards, so definitely focus in on your body, feel what your body feels like right now. Like I said, if it's safe for you to do that, you can close your eyes. And I'll go ahead and do the TOLPAKAN Healing Directive for you. And you can always replay this piece as well if you notice there's a shift, in case there's other things that you wish to continue healing and getting that support. I now command that all attachment, whether subconscious or other, to polarity, thinking, and reality, good, bad, good, evil, etc., be healed, resolved, deleted, uncreated in the highest and best way, all directions of time with ease, speed, and grace, and all timelines where you exist. It's now commanded that your connection to the singularity be optimized, maximized, strengthened, whatever is for the highest and greatest good, and all timelines where you exist with ease, speed, and grace in the highest and best way. Thank you. It's now commanded anything preventing this be healed now as well at singularity speed. Okay, so you can open your eyes if your eyes were closed. I'd love for you to type in the comments what that felt like in your body. That's the cool thing, is we have this new reality that we're creating and enjoying it in the human body. It's not about transcending the body, it's about experiencing it in the human body. So I'm really excited for you to be on this journey with me. So a couple of announcements for this week. The Light Warrior Radio on Monday at 12 noon Eastern is with Dr. Dennis. It's the Ask the Lifewave Doctors show where Dr. Dennis and I will field questions from you about any symptom that you have and how you can use LifeWave stem cell phototherapy and other phototherapy patches to help you alleviate those symptoms and be well on your way to even faster healing, because it's wonderful to have these supportive tools, especially if you're not 100% conscious 100% of the time, which is pretty much all of us. So it's really, really helpful to have these energy and light tools. So I will put the link near this video so you can at 12 noon click on the link. You can also call in to ask your question. Also, there is a link to the events page on Facebook. So we usually take those questions first. And I write notes on the Patch Training Team blog with all the different amazing answers and wisdom from Dr. Dennis. So I hope to have you there at 12 noon on Monday. So another announcement is that I've been on a number of very, very awesome podcasts lately. So we'll put those links as well as if they're on YouTube, our little playlist for Dr. Karen interviews. I think you'll really, really enjoy that. And because at every podcast I do, I try to, present another facet of healing, self-healing, and harnessing our superpowers. So I really enjoy them, and I hope you do too. So it is April now, yay! So it's April now, and on April 11th, I'll be on the UL Telesummit talking about how to heal your many lives. We're going to be talking about the timeline convergence, as well as the evolution of humanity, where we're going to. You have kind of a preview if you have been following me on the Spiritual Medicine Digest. I'll also be launching a new program called Transdimensional Alchemy, and we'll be talking about what that is all about. So please join me at 4 p.m. Eastern. If you have not already registered for the entire Telesummit, that's what you'll want to do. So go ahead and click the link near this video to make sure that you have a seat, because they will email you directly with that link to connect, to get mini healings, group healings, etc. for my call. And you'll have access to a whole bunch of other really, really cool interviews that might interest you. The other thing I want to share with you is that there is on the first Tuesday of each month a mini healing at 11 a.m. Eastern. If you have not already registered for that group healing, definitely do so. I'll put that link near this video as well. And once you're registered, you should be good to go, because you will get that Zoom link every single month as a reminder in your email. So block off your calendar for 11 a.m. Eastern to participate, and we record these and put these on a special page, so even if you can't make it live, you can definitely still get the benefits of the group healing, because we're really feeling into the group energy to see what needs to heal as a group. And then I also get to do some mini assessments on people as well, so you can see how TOLPAKAN Healing works. Yeah, it'll be really, really fun. So that is the announcements for this week. Thank you so much for joining me for Spiritual Medicine Digest, and happy creating, happy manifesting. I look forward to speaking with you next week. Bye for now.